Inspired by the need to provide a viable source of income and pass knowledge to the younger generation, Mr. Godfrey Awai began producing briquettes.
The idea of this briquette making that you have come to see, which I sold to my son and I told him to carry it out, was actually brought to me by one old permanent secretary, the late Christopher Hua. He brought 5 pieces of briquettes from United States when he went for treatment and gave it to me. And he said, Mr. Awai, how can we use this? How can we produce this? I picked it there, I saw them using it, and it was so nice, but I don't know how we can produce it here locally. So I collected it. That was in about 2003. So I collected it, looked at it. It was very difficult to find out actually what were the raw materials. But then I broke it. When I broke it, I now saw that it was actually charred wood. So I started thinking about how to produce it, particularly the machine that could compress it and so on. And eventually, I got the idea. And I produced some samples together with Tafa. He has been working along, and then I told him if you can use this on a large scale, it will actually be helpful for you. Instead of looking for a job, you can use this to earn a living. And also, it will help in cleaning up the environment, since we use on anything waste that is of agricultural design. In fact, our plant origin, you can use it to make briquettes. That is how I got the idea to him.
Idea was transferred from my dad. My dad gave me the major idea for the product, and has been the major source guiding the process to the point where we are today. Okay, today we are at the point where we make briquettes. This is our briquette production unit. At this point, we turn agricultural waste, we turn sawdust, leaves, dry leaves, rice husks into charcoal, which we use for cooking as well. So this is a process of charring, where we're able to char the material, the residue from wood shavings. That's wood shavings from the wood industry. So this is to char and make it readily available so that we can make use of it in the process of making briquettes. So this is the first level of it. So by now, we know that at this point, the charring level has reached this level. So we'll watch down to the last one. So once we're able to find it here, we know that we've approached the final time. So with this, you can know timing to stop charring. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to char wood shavings, but it depends on the particular agricultural waste we are using. Leaves or lighter waste takes lesser time, while heavier ones take longer time to char. This is where we mold our briquettes, and this is our molding machine. This was locally fabricated, and we use it to mold the briquettes. At each time of molding, we mold about 12 pallets of the briquettes at each process. This is our crusher, like our grinder, though it's my mother's grinding machine. I had no option but to take it from her. So we use it to blend. After we finish charring, we char to have fine texture so that we can be able to mold. So in the process of molding our briquettes, we make a mixture of our binder, a binder which we get from any starchy substance, but usually our main binder we get from waste from when we process our gari. We mix it with what we've charred and we've blended. After mixing, we'll take it to the molder, which will mold each pallet. So after all these have been prepared, it takes about 5 minutes to do 12 pellets. But since our molder is of a smaller size, we hope to expand and get a bigger molder that can mold about 50 pellets per time, so that it will reduce the time of processing. And after this, we'll pass it through the compressing machine where we'll compress. This is ready to mold. At this point, we'll feed. So this makes about 12 briquettes at a time. So once you feed and you compress, you'll be able to get 12 at a time. take this for drying.
In line with Section 1.5 of the Nigeria Broadcasting Code, which states that any person or group has a right to complain about any broadcast content or conduct of broadcaster, we, by this announcement, appeal to you to feel free to send your complaints about our conduct if you have any. You can lodge such complaints to info@benuetv.be.gov.ng or visit our head office at Special Duties Wing, Government House, Makadi, Benue State. Please, to state your problem clearly and kindly specify how you want us to resolve your complaint. Remember to state your name and contact details. Benue Television is poised to serve you well. Benue Television, a new dimension in broadcasting.
Looking at the situation where we have in the country right now, there are a number of forests depleting each day due to demand for cooking gas at local level. So we source it and we thought it wise to be able to bring an alternative source which is eco-friendly that can stand in and help reduce deforestation and create a safer environment. That's where we decided and went in to start the production of briquettes, which we make from the waste, so that as we take out waste from the environment, we're able to give out a product that can be used in the same community. Collecting waste, it's a big challenge because we need a vehicle to pick. Like you can see my vehicle, which I usually use, is down now. So you need to pick raw materials from that point, and then the machines or what is needed to char is also a challenge. Like I said, we need an expansion, like a better machine where we can do more pellets at a time, that we can reduce time of production and have quality pellets.
The problem is that to scale it up requires assistance, because since I retired, gratuities have not been paid, pension has not been paid, so it is difficult to even assist him financially. But if some other agencies, government and maybe other organizations, if they can invest in this kind of thing, it will help him to scale up and actually earn a good living.
What we actually need is finance, one for expansion. I would actually love to move to a better side, because working at home, it's a bit distracting. I get to obstruct a lot of things happening in the house already. So I would like to go to a permanent site where we can set up and we know that it's a factory and it's strictly factory work. And at the same time, we need a mobility that can help us transfer waste from wherever we gather to our production units. Currently, the demand for cooking gas is high. And if you are able to make production of briquettes to a larger quantity, the market is there already. We all know how much a bag of charcoal costs a day. It's about 4,000 naira. Just a pack of my briquettes, I sell just a pack for 500 naira, the small pack, and 1,000 naira, the bigger pack. And the demand for it is very high. There's market for it. It is such that you can sell at every point of your production because there is already market for it. Market in the sense that it is used in churches for burning of incense. So if you can count how many there are over 2,300 Catholic churches in Nigeria. So imagine you are responsible for sending in the charcoal for each Sunday, at each Sunday for burning of incense. Then you know, then for grill centers, other homes and other demands, there is a large market that if any young person is interested to go into, you can as well meet the market and make more money for yourself.
Nigeria's economy is just starting. It's a young economy, and there are in fact, regulations are so few compared to other countries. In developed countries, if you want to do anything, there are lots of regulations you have to go through. But here, there are very few regulations. So if you can start something, find out ideas from maybe friends, internet, and so on. Today, luckily, the internet is there to help you. And if you use it, young people will have a lot to do that they will earn a living instead of hoping to get a white-collar job.
Majorly, it is such that it burns 2 times slower than the usual charcoal, and it has an intense heat, so it lasts longer while burning. And then secondly, it is smokeless, so it's something that you can be used indoor, and it can stay, and there will be little or no smoke within your environment. And then lastly, it's an eco-friendly product, such that we are no longer cutting down trees to make it. We are using it from the agricultural waste which we have to make this. So we are at the same time cutting down and the burning of trees, and then we are making a friendly environment.
I think I'm looking forward to see a very strong legislation that will address the massive deforestation that is taking place, especially in Benue State as a result of charcoal production. Because if nothing is done, then we're leaving the generation yet unborn in a very dangerous situation, whereby they will lack basic things that they need for their sustenance.
When you think investment in Benue, think Brookett.